Trying to reverse the effects of an abortion pill is not safe.
That's Dr. Josie Urbina. She's talking about the abortion pill reversal, a controversial procedure offered by some anti-abortion centers which claim an abortion can be reversed after taking the pill. On September 21st, California Attorney General Rob Bonta filed a lawsuit against anti-abortion groups and centers for falsely advertising abortion pill reversal.
There's no such thing as abortion pill reversal. It's a term that's used by anti-choice extremists to describe a medically unproven protocol.
Anti-abortion centers, otherwise known as crisis pregnancy centers, are low-cost facilities that have been accused of misleading people about their services and promoting misinformation about abortion, as well as sexual and reproductive health. Their goal is usually to steer people away from abortion.
They pose as actual health clinics, even when the people working in the crisis pregnancy center have absolutely no formal medical training. Even the people usually performing the ultrasound don't have certification to perform those pregnancy ultrasounds. And so it's extremely dangerous and unsafe for them to be offering services that they have no formal training or education to do so.
The California lawsuit is asking a judge to block further dissemination of the misleading claims made by these centers, arguing that they violate California's false advertising and unfair competition laws. The lawsuit isn't calling for an end to the practice, but wants claims about it on websites to be taken down. California has struggled to take legal action against anti-abortion centers. Many of the centers are run by faith-based organizations, which can lead to issues of freedom of speech and religion. Despite this, however, legislators keep trying because the dangers these centers pose are real. According to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, abortion reversal is unethical and not supported by science. So how is abortion pill reversal supposed to work exactly? A patient takes a high dose of a hormone called progesterone after they've already taken abortion-inducing medication. But that's a really bad idea.
This is so very dangerous because this hasn't been extensively studied, and it's offering patients this without the rigorous research that we usually use when we give patients medication.
In 2019, researchers at the University of California, Davis were researching this exact method of alleged abortion reversal. They had to stop the study because 3 of the women ended up in the hospital with very significant bleeding.
It was spearheaded by one of my colleagues, Dr. Mitch Brennan at UC Davis. They stopped the study early for the safety of the patients. They found that when the mifepristone was given alone, people tended to have more severe cases of bleeding, which goes to show you that mifepristone should be followed with misoprostol in the treatment of medication abortion.
Despite abortion pill reversal being considered unsafe by the vast majority of medical professionals, it's still offered at many anti-abortion centers. And for a lot of pregnant people, these centers might be their only option. According to a report by the Alliance, a women's advocacy group, there are at least 165 anti-abortion centers in California. That's more than the amount of abortion clinics in the state. A lot of these centers are located in rural and underserved communities.
There tends to be more crisis pregnancy centers than abortion clinics because of the amount of funding that they get. They are funded by right-wing funds. They are just given an endless amount of money to set up as many crisis pregnancy centers in cities, particularly in rural areas where there's not a lot of reproductive health access. And so if a person doesn't see that there's an abortion clinic available, they're going to go to the nearest site that can offer them an ultrasound. And as soon as they walk through that door, the staff of that crisis pregnancy center starts to prey on them and give them misleading information.
Urbina believes that other states where abortion is accessible should follow in California's footsteps and file similar lawsuits to try and limit or at least restrict unsafe practices at anti-abortion centers.
Medication abortion is safe, and taking pills as part of a treatment to try to interrupt that process is extremely unsafe and dangerous. If these crisis pregnancy centers are going to be acting like they're health centers, they need to be held to the same standards.
Urbina also wants to remind people they should research what choices are best for them before making any tough decisions.
There's many resources online that have been vetted and are accurate and offer evidence-based recommendations. And one of them being I Need an A. If a person already knows that they would like to terminate their pregnancy through a medication abortion, there's sites such as Plan C that give a whole lot of resources to which sites they can use to obtain medication abortion.